Okay, so why do I want to quit the game? Well, actually, this game has gotten me pretty upset lately. I know, like, when I make my videos, like, I always sound, like, super happy, and I really love doing Guild War. I really love it. And I also know that a lot of you think, like, what I am doing in Guild War isn't actually really feasible, because I always know almost anything as to what the enemy could use. Like, I mean, not could use, but uses, so I can adjust perfectly, which is also why I have technically a very high win rate. I don't know what happened lately, but it has always been pretty consistent. But that's like how end game Guild War works, I guess. Like, someone else goes in with a very safe and hopefully good to win team with, and we have actually hit a meta which I mean, we have already been in a first turn meta, but we have actually hit now a meta that I really hate dealing with, and that's like fucking Amit and Eden. Like, at first, when it was only Eden, it was acceptable, but now that Amit got to that, so you have skill nullifier and invincibility to deal with, it's just so bad. Like, if it is just one, you're fine, but like, there's nothing that indicates who Amit is going to push, because it is completely random, like with her as 3. So you can't even plan on anything. You have to go for, like, okay, I outspeed, or I take the most insane risk of maybe the 3rd unit being invincible for forever. Or I somehow have a way to deal with it, which is rarely the case. I mean, as example, like, you go in here with, like, your fastest gear set on Zahak, just to make sure that your Zahak kills the one unit here, the Eden, or maybe the Kise, or whoever there is that is, like, the most annoying unit to deal with, or, like, just to enable the rest of your team. You have to hopefully outspeed. Like, I have fought Amits in Arena that have outsped my 309 Ran several times back to back. I don't get it. There was no imprint. And that shit happens. Like, I don't know. Like, you need the most insane shit to even compete with that. And Emmett made it the worst for me. So, like, I didn't want to re-gear so much. Like, I earlier went to my Zahak. It was okay, I put my fastest gear on it. It was 500,000 gold. I'm usually always very active with upgrading. Like, I try to get the best out of everything, basically, which is why I'm always on super low gold. 11 million right now is insanely high, just because we had a hunt event. Otherwise, I hate it. Like, the main goal that I had with this game, like, a while ago, when I have started It Might Be a Thing, like 1.5 years ago or something, was when I had upgraded, or like 6-starred quite a few of units. And then I was like, oh wait, everyone else has like around 60, 70, 80, I don't know, maybe 90 6-star units, like that played around as long as me, while I had 150. So I was like, sure, I mean, I am spending, like, I am so deep into the sunk cost fallacy. Sure, man, I'm not going to stop playing, and I have geared so many of my units, and I have 6-starred. I think I am well above 230 units. I'm just going to skip through of these, but like, that's the units that you see here are not even all of my 6 stars. Like I said, I have like well above 230, but at one point I ran out of space here. That's also what got me triggered the most. Like, I always loved going through all of my units. I didn't even use the hero journal anymore because I just had every unit besides 3 stars, but I had every unit and I had them all 6 starred. But like 1 or 2 months ago, I had to go with the decision on I can't anymore. Like, I had slates, I had my 230 plus units, and like I had some 5-star units because, as you might know, I use several Sinful Angelicas and most of them are 5-star. I use several other units, maybe even as 5-star, just because I didn't get to around to 6-star them yet. And yeah, like I said, doggos, you get 3 doggos per day. Let's say I have around 10 slates. No, I have like maybe a little bit more. Let's say we have around 10 slates. I have my 230 units. I have active room for 60 units. Then you get a daily summon, which might be a 3-star again. Then you have on a daily basis 3 doggos. You get your unit storage up so fast, and the problem is those 3 doggos are killing me. Like, I love it. It helps progressing 6-starring so much, but 3 doggos per day while you already have such low amount of space. I had to deal with 299 spaces per day. Like, I wanted to do something. I always had to, like, and I mean, I have still always higher doggos too, but like, I got so fed up. Like, not fed up. Like, I had to make the decision to put units in my storage, which was going entirely against what I wanted to see on my account. Like, now I can't even see all of these 6-star units here anymore. Look at how many it is. Those are all of the units that are, I don't know, I'm just not using as active anymore, or maybe never have. Some of them I really have just 6-starred for the sake of 6-starring them. I mean, look at that, even my second RAM from the second time we had that event, even though I already have a 6-star RAM. Where is she even? Well, I don't know, it doesn't matter. It doesn't even show her. But yeah, it was a heartbreaking decision for me. Like, I mean, look at my storage, it is also clustered with units because I'm always the one like, what if I want to build, I don't know, what if I want to build a second Conqueror? Like, maybe future content needs it. I have gotten lucky enough to get a second one, so I keep it. And then maybe one day I actually get to 6-star a second one. Maybe we need to build a second and a third Judge Kiese. That's just how my mindset works, and it is going entirely against how you should look at the gacha. Like, I have so many missing imprints just for the sake of maybe I need it. Maybe, and it is never going to come, but I always, like, when we get a limited banner, I go in with like, I have to get at least 2 of these units so that I could 6-star 2 of them. And just lately, like, we had the Emmet banner, and there was like literally no reason. Like, Emmet herself is very strong, yes, but her artifact isn't so broken that she needs it max. Like, sure, getting max, getting a higher CR push is fine, but like, in my head I was, maybe today is the day I get lucky. And then I go in, I buy a pack, I do the summons on the banner, and then I just don't get shit. Like, I mean, sure, like on the first day of Emmet, I got so lucky that I was like, okay, sure, that's it for me. But then I saw the artifact, and I was like, maybe I need more of it. Like, also artifacts is the same thing. I am not putting all of them together. Yeah, let me show you. I'm not putting all of them together. Like, I always keep limited artifacts, also at least 2, maybe even 3 times. Like, here, I have that. And look at this thing. Like, and then, yeah, Emmet banner was basically what got myself to realize just how bad the state of my mind is playing this game. Like, usually I haven't really spent that much on a single unit, but when Emmet was there, I was like, I don't know, I was so dedicated to just get that artifact max, and I have pitied almost 6 of her, and now look at how many I have. And I mean, sure, I'm not in a bad or tough spot with money IRL, but it's also not enough to justify going for something like that. Like, whenever I have summons, I go in and like, okay, I have to summon. I can't save. I go in, yeah, maybe I get an imprint, maybe I get another unit I might save because I might need her at 6-star too. Like, I don't know, I'm just talking around and I'm never coming to a conclusion, but like, I really don't feel well anymore. Like, really, like I said earlier, like, I was thinking that the sunk cost fallacy would hold me back to the game, so I just kept going, and like, whenever I spent money, like, before spending money, like, sure, it was fine, and then after you've spent money, you're like, that was so bad, but you do it anyway, because like, you have spent so much already, what is a little bit more again? And I don't know, man. I think now is the time to really abandon this mindset. So like, instead of thinking that this fallacy, whatever, keeps me into the game, maybe I should just go with, no, fuck that. I have to get away from the game just so that I don't spend too much anymore. Because I know when I stay, I just buy packs. Like, I don't know, man. That's... Actually, can I see how many 6-stars I have right now? Like, currently I have 170 out of my storage, right? 100. I have clicked through 170 units earlier. What? That's why it never ended. And then we have 3 per row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. 23 times 3 is 69. Nice. Plus 170. I have actually 240. 240 on the dots 6-stars. And yeah, like I said, that was like my biggest thing I really wanted to accomplish, was to have every single unit above 3-star, 6-star and 6-star awaken. This RAM is, don't think about her. Like, I mean, I have several Sol 6-star max awakened. I have another RAM 6-star max awakened. And right now I'm currently only missing 1 unit to basically get back to that again. And that is also a unit I have tried to get, but in the end didn't get to. Peacemaker Furious. The other unit I'm missing is a 3-star, like the light 3-star, the new one that came out. But to be honest, I don't give a shit about Furious. Like, I thought, like, sure, his kit looks super bad, but maybe it is not mega bad. But in the end, it was not even bad enough to call it bad. It was just useless. I don't know what they did with that unit. Like, you looked at it with like, okay, it's like a 4-star LHC. No, it's a useless LHC. It's as if someone would cripple LHC to the point that she can't even hold a sword anymore. I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's all I have to talk about. Like, I don't even know what I can say anymore, but I've reached my goal a while back when I was to say, yes, I had a 100% Pokédex, yes, I had all of these units, both 3-star, 6-star. Sure. Epic 7 is done with me. I have basically reached the pinnacle on even PvE. Like, I have always been on top with building my teams for expeditions with... I mean, they were all still on leftover gear, but I have been dedicated at farming leftover gear that is worth looking at for my expeditions. Same for hunts. Like, you have maybe seen my no RNG Wyverns team. Like, I have done everything I wanted to. I have, besides Kaides is still in my head as to, like, sometimes I'm thinking about an entire day, which is so bad, like an entire weekend day, as to maybe there is a solution to make a no RNG Kaides that, but no. There's always some kind of RNG involved, and that is just because HP scaling is halved, or there's no death ignoring Deathbreaker in here in this game yet. If they would finally give Firecan an EE that enables him to get his first S2 out and ignore ER, like, I don't know, he starts the battle, or yeah, he starts the battle with Vigor. That would be the dream for everyone doing PvE. Like, he would make it so much more easy, but I just can't wait for that anymore. Like, get me out. But yeah, and earlier you've seen all of my units. You've seen, like, I mean, usually the important units like Sililius, etc., all have gear on. It's just that this time, since I've put it in during Guild War on my Zahak or shit, they were missing 1 or 2 pieces, but, or like Zahak is basically missing his entire gear set. He just has some leftovers from what he stole, like Sililius. I think this had no one on right now. This is from Shuri. But anyway, yeah. Sorry for talking so long about something like that. A lot of you probably already left because I was just complaining. But yeah. Anyways, thank you to all of you who have been me with in my time of doing content. It was really nice, and yeah, thanks a lot. And sorry, like, I actually didn't want to cry, but have fun in Epic 7 and this year. This game has just been with me for way too long. Like, all of the people I've started to know, all of the like, bad and good game designs, like, I mean, I've been with that. Like, I have started playing this game actually on reset. Not reset, what? I mean global release. And I have only stopped playing for a few months in between, which is when I already had, like, my first decision to stop playing. Like, I got my account banned back then because, like, it wasn't such a bad state back then, where literally every week was a new 5-star, and you had to summon it because it was always going to be the crazy thing. It took a long time until it got to a good state, and that is when I came back, which was like around like half a year after release again. Release, yeah. And since then, this account has been with me. I have so many good memories with it, memories with the community, with all of the guilds. Like, I was in Open Gate from the beginning, like literally day one. There were like 3 main guys with me, and we've been through everything in this game. Like, we've been laughing, we've been joking, we've been we thought Sess was the most edgy guy in this game back then. And even though when like 2 of them had left the game and just one of them was there, and I have inherited the guild, like I didn't want to abandon the guild, like but I also wanted to, yeah, I wanted to have a little bit more of a challenge, which was when I then had decided to, okay, it's time to abandon Open Gate, which was with me for, what was it, 3 years or something? Which was then when we had fused with Xeon, also a guild that was just ruins of their greater past. Like, none of us were insanely good guilds, but both of us had some ambitious guild players. Yeah, like, we merged. Basically, the more ambitious people went to Xeon, and we actually got to almost finish in rank 100 back then, which was a very great achievement for 2 guilds that were consistently around the ranks of 2000 or 1000. And yeah, then I wanted to have a little bit more of a challenge, which was yet then when I went to a friend of mine. Like, I was in Car 6's Discord channel for such a long time too, and I found so many great people in there. Like, I know Jintai, like the one that you guys probably know as the guy that usually finishes RTA on rank 1 or something. But yeah, he was with me there. We were both helping each other out. It's just that when I left Car 6's Discord, I was still in contact with the people from Scufftown back then. Like Ricky or Mason. Which was also like, I knew them and Jitai. So maybe they want me. So I asked them if I can join, and I got in. Just that Scufftown back then was also in a dire situation by now that I didn't have realized anymore. I didn't have realized in before. When I was in Xeon, like, we have actually for some reason got to fight Talentless 1. And that was when Red actually found our Discord, joined us and was saying like, yo guys, you did an amazing job in the guild war, like, what is your usual rank? And we're like, yeah, we are usually at rank 200 or 150 or something. And that, he was like, how did we even fight you? But still, you did so great. And it was also like, yeah, if you, he told me like, if I ever want to have a greater challenge, I am welcome to join Talentless. And I was like, sure man. Back then it didn't have too much weight on me. And because I wanted to just go to Scuff Town and play with my friends from the Car 6 Discord, and yeah, the friends I made there back then too, but that wasn't a long time. I think it was just a month or something when the guild actually started to fall apart, and it was also sad, like they were such a great community, a very big community, just because also they were built around a streamer. But even them, like, sure, like Lost Ark came out and stuff like that, which got a lot of people to actually stop playing, or like, what was it, Baldur's Gate 2. Like some big games actually also got people away from Epic 7. Usually not for long, but long enough for other people to change their mind. Or maybe want to get to something more active. And yeah, that's like, I was like, maybe I should message Red. Maybe I should ask him, like, yeah, maybe you still need one? Like, I know you guys are ranked even higher than Scuff Town, which was around 40 or 50 or 30 back then. And yeah, then they invited me to a chat, and they were also so nice. Like, they got me in some sweaty situations as to where I had to explain, like, what should I do in that situation, or what should I do in that situation. And that had helped me forming my Guild War character. Like, back then, the actual first Guild War, like, they really asked me, like, do you mind spending gold? I was like, yeah, no, if I just switch a gear here and there, it doesn't matter. But like the immediately first Guild War, I used 3 million gold because my account was not up to, well, standard. I was like, no, fuck this, I don't want to play anymore and shit like that. And that's like when I thought, like, yeah, I made such a bad expression in this guild, but they still were kind enough to, like, give me pointers, like, say, it's just the first few wars, like, we try better next time, we'll help you find a tower that you can deal with your current gear, and like, they really helped me through that. And there was that one guy, like, favorable, and he was, okay, dude, like, when you have free unequip, or when we have free unequip, I'm going to help you rebuild your account. Like, I see a lot, like, Red, Fav, and everyone else that was talking with me back then, they were saying, like, they see great potential in my account. Because back then I was a almost only Banshee farmer. I mean, sure, I had some Wyverns gear, but I mean, even after joining, I was still a Banshee farmer, so that doesn't even do a lot to the thing. But he took me with him, like, for half a day, of an entire day, to switch gear on my round, like, find just the gears to make my units up to standard. And like, after I have done that, sorry, my throat. After I had done that, like, a Guild War only took me around, I don't know, maybe switching 1 or 2 artifacts, or like, what we were going at was having units built in a way where if a change is needed, it would at most be just like maybe a res ring instead of an HP ring, or maybe speed boots instead of HP boots, or attack boots, or just something that makes minor changes have a big impact, have good enough of an impact. And yeah, like with every meta shift, like an unequip event was one of the more important things to have, to just adjust to that to that situation. It wasn't even a dire situation, like Hwayang was a dire situation. Oh my god, it was so annoying. But yeah, like Talentless was such a grace to me. I mean, even now, like, no one is blaming me for losing. Like, they just see like, oh shit, you should have thought about it, but no one is like, only because of you, or it's like they go with it like, I mean, that happened to all of us, but like, I don't know, whenever I lose, like, it feels so annoying, because we can only have, like, we have a goal this season that is to full clear every war, and to full clear a guild, you have to have at most 4 draws, like impact draws. Like, as example, if you draw on the same tower twice, that doesn't matter. But impact draws. So, it's a very nice thing, and I don't know, like, I feel bad about it. Like, Red tells me to not feel bad about it, but I just do. Everyone's trying so hard, and here I am fucking up just because I was like, oh yeah, no, I didn't take the second more to check if everything was right. I didn't take the second to even calculate if my Hufine would outspeed the enemy Mercedes for no fucking reason. Oh. But yeah, like, I love this community. All of them are great. All of the 4 guilds have a lot of great characters. We are talking to each and every one of them almost on a daily basis. There are thousands of messages per day there. Like, every day is something new. So I have only felt that way back then when I was in Car6's Discord, because that was like also a little bit greater community. But at one point there were so many new players, and like, I don't mind new players. What I just mind is when I get asked the most silly question, like I don't know, like, what's a good Wyverns team? Or I don't know, like, when there is a literally dedicated channel for new players' questions, and it really tells you everything you had to know. Like, I know there was a channel that had guides and videos and everything that any new player should ask, like even videos as to how to deal with equipment. And then every fucking day there were the same 3 or 4 questions, and that shit got me burned out. Like, I wanted to run away from that community, and that was like when I had felt a little bit lost again, because I had barely anyone to talk to about this game again. Like, that was way before I made my YouTube videos, and when Open Gate was in decline, when we had like maybe 5 people that were actively like talking, and only like up to at most 20 people doing Guild War even, despite us being 30. Like, talking about the game made it so much more refreshing. You had ideas, you could talk about it, and yeah, like the community around Epic 7, as long as you have found your own good community, is so nice. Like sure, you can't always get along with each and every one of them, but I mean, when it's on Discord, block him. You don't want to deal with them, block him. Yeah. I think now that was really it. I hope you guys find your own really nice community that you, well, love being in. Hope that you guys might be more of a Zen master than me, that don't get triggered way too easily from stuff happening. Like, oh my god, I am the most impatient guy. Like, as I've said earlier, I am, words. I am using all of my summons almost as soon as I have them. The only way where I keep them is in Mystics, because there it's like, okay, if I use them when I already have the unit, like nah. But until I got to that point that I had like almost any unit, like holy shit. You don't want to know that. Sure, like I have been on an insanely lucky streak which enabled it. I have not actively paid for me getting all of the MF5s that I have. But yeah. Sometimes just get lucky, I guess, right? Yeah, you shouldn't take that too hard in Epic 7. Never go with that like today is a lucky day. No. Just expect the worst shit in Epic 7 and then you take the good thing. Like, sure, I have expected my labyrinth necklace to break and then it didn't. Like, oh my god, that totally went against my expectations and I love it. But yeah, anyways, like I said earlier, okay, not like I said earlier, let's say something first. I'm glad that I've made all of these nice memories. Like, it was such a long part of my life because I was so active in it. Just because of the community around it. But I guess maybe all good things sometimes come to an end. And maybe this is the end of Epic 7 for me. So, I just hope that, like, when I close the game today and deinstall it, that I'm not going to get the idea of, like, okay, yeah, tomorrow, maybe I didn't take it that way, maybe I have to download it again. Like, no. That might happen, but, sorry. I don't think. Like, I really want to, get out of it. I really want to stop it. Not because the game is bad, like, I mean, sure. Fuck this game. But, yeah. I have reached the goal, like I said earlier. And yeah, now, like I said earlier, find your own good community. Find, like, the people you like talking to. Like, I don't know, maybe build a guild with them. Just kidding. No. Just add them, occasionally message them, and yeah, maybe I get to message some of the very good friends I made that have quit the game now too and ask them what they are up to. And maybe I get to play something else with them. Just that my mindset about spending money, yeah, maybe keep it to like not particular gacha games. Maybe we can just play anything else that has a multiplayer. But yeah, anyways, have fun in Epic 7 and yeah, see ya.